incandescent dev and tech media. Before we install Python and write our very program, we would start from the basics that would help beginners.
Have you ever wondered how tech is applied today in the modern era? Every device you see today are being developed by individuals and tech enthusiasts like you.
All devices you see today are run by softwares, such as your phones, laptops, apps, television, Wi-Fi, cars, and many more. Each of these gadgets are being programmed to do so by individuals, and this is where programming comes in.
In this video, we'll talk about what programming is, the meaning of coding, and the key differences between the two.
In our previous video, we define what is programming. Programming is the process of writing instructions that tell a computer what to do. These instructions are called code.
And also, what are programming languages? How to get your tech career started this 2026.
All right, let's proceed further. Now we know what programming is and how it plays a role in modern era. Let's talk about coding.
Coding is the act of writing code in a language like Python, JavaScript, Java, or C++. For example, you tell Python to write "Hello World," print.
Programming and coding are similar, but they are not the same. When you are coding, you are telling a computer exactly what to do using a programming language.
So let's look at the crucial distinction. This is exactly where most people get confused when differentiating coding from programming.
Now let's talk about the difference between coding and programming. 1. Definition. Coding is the process of writing instructions in a programming language, such as Python, Java, JavaScript, or C++ that tell a computer what to do. Programming is the complete process of creating a software solution, which includes planning, designing, coding, testing, debugging, and maintaining the application. 2. Focus. Coding focuses mainly on translating ideas or algorithms into code using the correct syntax of a programming language. Programming focuses on solving problems by analyzing requirements, designing solutions, implementing them through code, and ensuring they work correctly. 3. Scope. Coding is a specific task within software development and is generally narrower in scope. Programming is a broader software engineering process that covers the entire software development lifecycle, from the initial idea to the final product. 4. Skills required. Coding requires knowledge of programming language syntax, keywords, functions, and basic programming concepts. Programming requires coding skills, as well as problem-solving, logical thinking, software design, debugging, testing, documentation, and software maintenance. 5. Example. Coding. Writing a simple program such as print "Hello World." This is coding because you are simply writing instructions for the computer. Programming. Developing a weather application by planning its features, designing the user interface, writing the code, connecting to a weather API, testing the application, fixing bugs, and updating it over time. This entire process is programming.
All right, I hope you understand the difference between coding and programming. Now let's proceed further. What are languages?
Languages is a means of communication between people in a way of understanding. When it comes to computer uses programming languages. What are programming languages?
A programming language is a way for humans to give instructions to a computer in a structured form that can eventually be
translated. Now let's talk about how you can become a programmer this 2026 and also how you can start your tech career started.
Now that we have understood what programming is and its differences between it and coding, you would make an important decision.
Now you would ask yourself, what kind of programmer do you want to be? That's because programming has many different areas. For example, web development.
You could become a web developer and build websites and web applications. You might learn HTML, CSS, JavaScript, frameworks.
Then for mobile development, you could build applications for smartphone, that is Android or iOS. But you can learn Kotlin or Java for Android and Swift for iOS development. Then for software development, you could build desktop applications, enterprise software, or other types of software.
A programming language is a way for humans to give instructions to a computer in a structured form that can eventually be translated into the machine language the computer can execute.
Then, for game development, you could create games using technologies such as game engines and languages like C# or C++.
Becoming a programmer doesn't happen in one day. You won't learn programming today and become an expert tomorrow.
At first, you may struggle to understand variables. Then you'll struggle with loops. Then you'll get confused by functions. Then you'll...
As a beginner into coding, you would set challenges. Then one day, you would look at the problem and you will say to yourself, I know how to solve this.
A programmer isn't someone who knows every piece of code. A programmer is someone who knows how to understand a problem, find a solution, and use technology to turn that solution into something that works.
If you're serious about becoming a programmer in 2026, start today. Not tomorrow, not next month, today.
Learning programming needs consistency, dedication. When learning programming is highly important to also take notes and also to jot down necessary information.
Beginners may ask, which programming language is the best?
The answer is, there isn't one programming language that is best for everything. The right language depends on what you want to build.
Python is widely used in automation, data, AI, backend development, and many other areas. JavaScript is fundamental to modern web development. Java is widely used in enterprise software and Android development. C++ is used in areas where performance is especially important, including game development and systems software.
So choose a language that fits your goal. And once you've chosen one, stick with it for a while. Don't jump from Python to Java. Learn one language well enough to understand programming fundamentals. Now focus on learning programming fundamentals. Now it's actually how to program.
Variables allow you to store information. For example, name equals John and age equals 20.
Variables are always ignored by the compiler. We will explain thus in our subsequent videos. Let's proceed further. Let's discuss data types in programming.
In programming, we also have loops. Loops, they repeat actions in programming. We also have conditions. We learn how to make decisions in programming.
In programming, we also have functions. These are we organize reusable pieces of code. We have many others. In programming, there are also operators, input and output, error handling, debugging, basic data structures, and algorithms.
Don't rush through these concepts. These are the building blocks of programming. Don't memorize code, understand it.
We have many others like operators, input and output, error handling, debugging, basic data structures, and algorithms.
Another important thing to take note of is that it is highly important to practice every day because
you have to write code. When you learn something new, open your code editor and try it yourself. Ensure you practice and learn variables, loops, functions. We make mistakes, we get errors, we fix them. That's part of programming. In fact, debugging is programming. When your program doesn't work, don't immediately give up.
Read the error message. Look at the line where the problem occurred. Think about what the computer is telling you. Then try to fix it. Every error you solve teaches you something. Now, let's learn how to use the internet for programming. A professional programmer doesn't know everything from memory. One of the most important skills you can develop is knowing how to find information. You'll use official documentation, search engines, developer communities.
We've covered the basics of this library. Now let's look at the official documentation to understand the asynchronous functions.
Instead of searching, Python doesn't work. Search for something more specific. Python type error, unsupported operand type error.
The better you describe the problem, the easier it becomes to find the solution. That would be all for today. If you loved this video, kindly like, share, and subscribe for more tech content.